Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just talking big, he's definitely putting effort behind his words. You'll see him working long hours, solving tough problems, and sticking with his goals even when things get difficult. Sometimes he might seem quiet or shut off, especially when stressed, but that's just how he deals with challenges.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's not the type to break down or make a big fuss. Instead, he pulls back quietly, keeps his frustration inside, and starts thinking about a solution. He's more steady than dramatic and usually recovers by focusing even harder on the problem.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will respect him because he's hardworking and gets things done, but they may not always like him. He's not very chatty or friendly, and sometimes his blunt way of speaking rubs people the wrong way. People trust his abilities, but he may not have many close friends at work.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your own career, he'll genuinely feel happy for you and want to support you. He isn't the type to feel jealous or try to compete, as he values hard work and understands what it takes to succeed. You don't have to worry about his ego getting in the way. He'll stand by your side confidently.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he isn't likely to secretly resent you or feel insecure. He understands that hard work pays off and is practical about money and success. So your higher earnings won't bruise his ego. You won't have to deal with hidden anger or cold behavior. He isn't worried about who brings in more.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to handle money with care and discipline. He isn't looking for flashy things or expensive treats, so splurging just for fun isn't his style. You'll see him planning for the long term and avoiding big risks when it comes to finances.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives well within his means and doesn't feel the need to pretend or show off. You won't catch him buying things just to impress others or acting richer than he is. Even if he earns more one day, he'll stick to simple habits and avoid unnecessary spending.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind and willing to help, especially when someone truly needs support. Even if he isn't very expressive, you'll find him quietly stepping up when it counts, offering help in real ways rather than just words. Instead, he gives thoughtfully and with good intentions.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is usually open and honest about money and doesn't feel the need to hide things or control you with it. If you have questions or concerns about spending, he'll answer straight, though maybe not with lots of words or drama. He's practical and fair, wanting things to be easy for both of you.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared, not just your job alone. He understands that both partners have their own responsibilities and will want to help out when needed. Even if he doesn't talk much about it, you can expect fair support from him, not old fashioned attitudes about gender roles.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He'll actually help with chores and diapers, not just stand around watching or telling you what to do. He's practical and understands that everyone needs to pitch in to keep things going smoothly. You might have to remind him sometimes, but he won't leave you to handle everything alone.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not the kind who likes to argue just to win or prove a point. Instead, he'll listen quietly and try to understand your side, even if he doesn't say much. Sometimes he might seem a bit distant or slow to respond, but he's thinking carefully about what you're saying.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays calm and rarely says hurtful things or acts aggressive. He doesn't flare up or yell. Instead, he tends to go quiet and keeps his feelings to himself. You might notice him withdrawing or needing space rather than starting fights or using mean words.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he doesn't get angry very quickly. He's steady and keeps his emotions in check, so you won't see him snapping all the time or losing his cool over small problems. If he does get upset, he's more likely to become quiet and distant instead of getting loud or mean.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility, though he might do it quietly and without much fuss. When something goes wrong, he's not the type to blame you or try to escape his share of the work. He listens and accepts when he's made a mistake, then tries to fix it.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He's practical and kind, so he won't try to push you or ignore your feelings when you set a limit. He may be quiet or not express himself much, but his actions will show that he honors your choices.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he doesn't take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He's understanding and knows that sometimes people just don't feel up to it, and that's okay. With him, you won't feel pressure to explain yourself or worry about making him feel rejected.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He isn't the type to use personal things against you or bring them up to hurt or embarrass you later. Even if you have disagreements, he will keep intimate details safe and treat them as personal, not as weapons in a fight.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is a faithful person and unlikely to get distracted by other women. He values deep connection, and once he's committed to you, he sticks with it quietly and seriously. He isn't drawn to chasing attention or flirting, as that's not his style at all.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he isn't over possessive or quick to act jealous and controlling. He trusts easily and doesn't go around questioning where you are or who you're with. His confidence in you helps keep the relationship peaceful and respectful.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. When he cares for you, it's about making sure you feel safe and supported, not about bossing you around or limiting your freedom. He listens to your needs and respects your choices, without trying to make all the decisions for you.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to do most of the work alone. He understands that raising kids is a shared responsibility and is willing to step in and help, even if he's a bit reserved. You may need to ask him directly for help sometimes, but he won't shy away from being involved.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't get easily frustrated or react with harsh words. Instead, he's likely to listen and handle the situation quietly. Even if things get messy, he prefers sorting it out with patience rather than shouting or blaming.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you are more than just a parent and respects your need for personal growth, hobbies, and career. He won't expect you to give up your own dreams or interests after having children.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, this isn't the kind of man who will support your career now only to ask you to quit after you have a child. He respects the hard work and dreams you have and doesn't expect you to stop being yourself or give up your job because of family changes. If you want to keep working, he will stand by your decision, helping when he can.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with genuine warmth, not just act polite for the sake of it. He isn't very showy or talkative, but his kindness comes through in quiet ways, helping out when needed, listening respectfully, and making them feel welcome. While big gestures may be rare, the respect and care he shows are sincere and lasting. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He doesn't react with anger or drama. Instead, he takes a step back, thinks carefully, and tries to keep the peace. He won't start arguments or add pressure to an already tense situation.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who acts modern with you, but then expects you to be a strict, traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values honesty and consistency, so what he accepts and respects in you at home, he stands by even around his family. With him, you can be real at home and outside without fear of sudden, unfair expectations.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you and not just stay out of it or side with others. Even if he's quiet and dislikes drama, his loyalty is strong and he stands with you when things get tough. He may help calm things down and look for fair solutions, but you can trust that he's solidly in your corner.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not a mummy's boy. He doesn't put his mother's wishes above yours in every situation. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he will listen to both sides and try to be fair, but he won't leave you feeling unsupported. He values your relationship and won't let anyone, even close family, make you feel alone or wrong.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he won't share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He respects privacy and believes that personal matters should stay between the two of you. You won't have to worry about family gossip or your secrets being spread around.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being in a relationship with him means sharing life with someone who is steady, hardworking, and quietly caring. He may not shower you with big romantic gestures or talk about feelings all the time, but his support shows in small, meaningful ways, helping with chores, listening to your worries, or standing by you during tough times.